Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this look. I'm also sharing a lot of makeup tips and tricks, how to finesse your makeup better, especially if you're a makeup beginner. I hope you'll enjoy this video and you do implement these tips and tricks in your makeup routine. And yeah, this is a good video for like a good look for weddings and parties. I hope you all enjoy this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already, and share my videos with your friends and family. Let's begin. So I'm going to begin by applying a makeup setting spray first, and I'm going to let it sit on my skin for a minute or so before I go ahead with a primer. So the primer along with the dewy like a makeup setting spray makes up for like a very strong foundation for your makeup. Like your makeup will stay longer, and like it will look exactly how you applied it at the beginning. So yeah, do try this trick with the makeup setting spray. Now next I'm just going to use a darker concealer to color correct underneath my eye first, and again I'm using a small synthetic brush just so that I have like a precision and better control, and it can go into the inner corners better, as you can see. So yeah, a smaller brush will give you better control, and I'm going to use the concealer wherever else I feel I have pigmentation on the skin. And then I'm going to move on to foundations. I'm going to mix these two foundations today, and I'm going to dot them on my face, and then I'm going to use a beauty sponge. This one is from Beige, and I'm going to buff the foundation into my skin. This is a great blender. You really don't need to do a lot, just bounce the foundation, and it's just going to blend itself beautifully into the skin. Once that is done, I'm going to use a Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I'm going to use this as a brightening concealer, as you can say, highlighting one. And don't forget the inner corner once again. To brighten up the inner corner is really very important. And I'm going to apply it on all the high points of my face, basically most of the center part of my face. And then with the same sponge, I'm going to use like very light pressure to just blend the concealer into the foundation, and just tilt your head down a little bit so you can see the skin stretches a little bit, and then you can blend the concealer and avoid the lines on the lower lash line, on the under eye area, sorry. And now I'm just going to contour. I'm using a small brush. So you can see I'm using smaller brushes in this video, so that gives you like precise and more control. And for the blending of the contour also, I'm using a smaller brush. So if you're a makeup beginner and you're not sure of all the the exact places where you need to place the product and how to blend it, it's a good idea to use smaller brushes. And moving on with powder, I'm just going to set my under eye area with powder. The rest of the face I'm not going to really apply powder much, and I'm just going to now move on to bronzing. I'm just going to warm up the face a little bit. So I'm using this brush, so it gives a better buff to the bronzer. I'm using this Coastal Scents Hot Pot blush for my blush today, and as you can see, I'm again using a smaller blush brush. It gives me again more control and more precision. And for the highlighter also, I'm going to use a small blending brush. This one is from Beige, and I'm going to use my finger to smooth out the highlighter and make it blend nicely with the blush. Again, for the nose tip also, and for the cupid's bow, it's a good size to use. And again, I can't emphasize this enough. Do try using a smaller brush, and it'll change your makeup routine. Now I'm going to set the face once more and move on to the eye makeup. I'm using this Cocoa Bear eyeshadow on a synthetic brush. I'm just going to apply this on the crease, and I'm not going to do any blending with this. I'm just going to place the color, make sure it's nice and dense, and then I'm using this synthetic like this small brush, just like I'm using a yellow eyeshadow, and I'm just going to buff out the edges. So it's going to take some time, but it's going to be beautiful once it's nice and blended. And now I'm going to cut my crease using a concealer on a flat eyeshadow brush. It's a synthetic brush again. I'm just going to cut my crease and apply this green eyeshadow. The eyeshadow is also from Makeup Geek. I've wet my brush with the makeup setting spray, and I'm going to use like a small brush on just the crease, at the edges of the crease. I'm going to apply this brown eyeshadow and blend it. And lower lash line also. And now move on with the eyeliner. I've done a separate video on how to apply eyeliner. I'm going to link that video down below. I hope you'll find that video useful. And for the inner corner, I wanted to extend the inner corner just a little bit, and I'm going to make like extend the liner and join it with the lower lash line, sort of creating like a small triangle. Then I'm using this gold eyeliner where the crease meets the cut crease, and I'm just going to apply that halfway. And on the lower lash line, I'm applying the green eyeliner and setting it with the green eyeshadow. And then I'm using this gold glitter on just the inner corner of my eyes just to add a little bit drama. And I'm going to now curl my lashes, apply my mascara, and move on to the lips. I'm going to apply the mascara on the lower lash line as well. I'm going to line my lips. This is a Miss Claire lip liner and Colourpop Dulcet liquid lipstick. I'm just going to make sure I've applied this nicely, and this is the final look, you guys. I hope you all try these makeup tips and tricks and that they help you do a better job with makeup. Or, even if you pick up a couple of tips and incorporate it in your routine, I'm sure you will find a difference. Thank you so much for staying with me, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.